Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, that's right, we've got gravel. I got a load of gravel, CR610 33C crushed limestone, about 20 tons brought in, and it is completely covered and smoothed out on the east side of the gazebo here. I've got to get all the rest of it around the gazebo, and I got something to do on the corner to prevent some erosion. Will I have it done before Freedom Weekend? Will I have enough? I've got 2 more loads coming. Going to be 60 tons of gravel delivered today. Will it make it? I think it will. Let's find out. We have got the second load spread out pretty evenly, I think. Check this out, guys. So we got, may need to straighten up this line right here a little bit. We got, so the pressure tank's over there. I'm gonna straighten this line up right here. Of course, we've got to smooth out under the gazebo. I think I did pretty good for what I couldn't reach. I'll just get a big garden rake, smooth all this out. I didn't want to mess up the pipes and stuff I had sticking up out of the ground here, covered up the electrical connection. We can see it's mostly smooth. I mean, I box bladed it, got it mostly smooth. The ground does go downhill a little bit like that, so I wanted to make sure I brought some more. I may end up back dragging this a little bit more that way to build that corner up over there. But I got a big pile right here that I'm going to eventually be able to push over in that corner. Of course, we'll have a concrete pad for the condenser unit. I'm also going to get, when the third load gets here, I'm going to get part of the third load and pile it up over there so I can bring that this way. So we can see, looks pretty good this way. I think everything's looking good, looking good. All right, now we need the third load. Now, third load is going to be split. Half of it on the ground in front of the shed, and the other half is going to be tailgated on the corner. Oh yeah, let's do this. I'm here with Dan Gilchrist. That's right, that's Trip's little brother. All my viewers on RidgeLife know Trip. Trip has done pretty much everything out here on my 30.45 acres. And now we got Dan out here doing the gravel. Appreciate you, Dan.
Yeah, no problem.
Dan got 2 big loads, about 20 ton each.
Yes, sir.
20
little
ton.
over.
And that was 33C?
Yes, sir.
And now, I've heard it called CR610. Is that the same thing as 33C?
Pretty much.
Crushed limestone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we got 40 ton over there, and then he brought the last of the 60 ton, 20 more ton, dumped it right next to the tractor over there, and then he tailgated me some for my little erosion problem over here, and that looks perfect. I can box blade that, drag that way. I couldn't ask for more, man.
Yeah, no problem.
So if you need some, you do dirt, gravel,
a little bit of everything. Dirt, gravel, sand.
All right, and how can people reach you, and what's the area you work in?
Pretty much work in Fayette County for the most part. Sometimes I go into Memphis, but pretty much anywhere there's work, I'll go there.
Okay, and the phone number?
901-598-1981.
Facebook or?
I do have a Facebook. It's Gilchrist Transportation LLC on Facebook.
All right.
You can reach me there too.
Okay, and let's see here. Again, the Mid-South here, Memphis, mostly Fayette County, and dirt, gravel. Anything else you'd like to say to your family back home?
Hey, how's it going?
I always say, go RidgeLife.
Yeah, there you go. Go RidgeLife.
Go, there you did. I got him to do it. I
go.
appreciate you, Dan. Have a good one, bud.
You too, man.
Thank you, sir. Third pile is gone. Got it smooth all out there. I still got a little bit of bumps. I'll continue to back drag and box blade over and over and over until I get it all nice and smooth. Remember, I never did this smooth. I just spread out the gravel under the carport the first time that we had 60 tons. Now I've got 60 more tons brought in. So now that it's all here, I can just go around it, keep smoothing out, get all the edges straight and everything. I filled in a little hole there, filled in a little hole there, filled in a little hole there. Now whenever I smooth everything out, it'd be a little more even, easier to drag. I've got 2 big piles there to fill in that section, and I'm also got a couple piles here. I got to drag this, smooth this out. I put some gravel right here because I do plan on extending this out just a little bit where this grass wasn't growing. I'm probably gonna go a little bit farther out, but as you can see, we got a huge mound, like 8-10 inches thick, tailgated all the way around this corner. So what I'm gonna do is start to drag that around the corner there. Again, you can see that is every bit of 10 inches thick, which is great because I needed it on this corner. I'm gonna fill in that little furrow right there. So I'll just drag this that way, probably drag about 2/3 of it that way. And then this other third right here, I'm gonna drag this corner, right? So I'm gonna, oh man, this is, look how tall this is. So I'm gonna take all that gravel, look how much gravel that is. That is a lot of gravel. I'm gonna drag it around that corner and get that nice, and so there'll be a little bit of area there. They'll have to grow grass, but that way when I come out, I got a lot better angle on it. So once I got this drug that way, that drug that way, we'll just keep going over and over everything and make it look too many nice. all done spreading the third and last load of crushed limestone. We got this corner built up nicely. Look at this. Smooth all that out. Got a little crown to it, and it is a good 6 inches taller than it was through this corner right here. And you can see I built it up all the way to about 2/3 the way down that corner. Yeah, as this fills up with silt, I'll get the box blade and keep that furrowed out. But I think this turned out amazing. Now guys, look at this. Ho, ho, ho. I got a little bit, when we were first putting the gravel in, I got a little bit of edge right there. I'm gonna cut back to make this straight. I extended this out. You can see we built this up. And I got one more parking spot now. So we got one, and let's face it, guys. This 4-car carport does not fit American vehicles, 4 of them, right? One big F-250, yeah, you can probably fit a couple little cars under there. But if I'm talking about tractors, trucks, and side-by-sides, I got one big one right there, one big one right there, one big one right there, and one big one right there. I mean, yes, I could go 1, 2 little small one, 2 little small one, 2 little small one, 1 little small one. But look at all this. So I can pull in, back up, and then drive out. Even if I have a trailer, when I bring a trailer in, I got all kinds of room to turn and go with the trailer. If you're good enough for the trailer, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not that good yet. So let's check out the back patio area, or the gazebo area, I should say. You can see, built this all up right here. This was a low spot before, and that's why I got extra gravel right here. So the pressure tank's right there. I got this all covered up. I got to fix this line just a little bit right here. Got this built up. It still slopes that way. I know the ground slope that way. I still think the gravel's thick right here. So I think I'm gonna get the box blade and box blade a little bit more of this that way, because I think that's thin on that corner over there. I need to adjust my box blade so it bites down a little bit more and grabs some, so not a big deal. Not really sure if I'm gonna put the concrete in this just yet. I may go ahead and leave these anchors on here until after Freedom Weekend. I mean, this thing has got 6 earth anchors on it right now. I think once I see how everything goes and the arrangement and how I like it for a party, that'll determine exactly where that needs to be. So I may just go ahead and get all of this gravel, smooth that in right there, get a garden rake, smooth that in. And then over here, all around the shed, I left a little lip of gravel right there. I can push all that in. And I got this big mound right here and a big mound right there. So I think I got a little bit of edge to fix on down there. Got everything box bladed. Everything is box bladed. Tell me what you think. Did I do a good job? Am I getting a little better on the tractor? Just leave a comment down below. Say, Tim, yeah, you're okay. You're not as good as old Come On Homesteading, or you're way better than David. He treats his Uber, poorly. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which way you stand on that. I do have the Kubota side-by-side back. Woo, so happy, so happy. It was a pretty penny repair though. Whew, I'm not too happy about that, but at least I got it back. Very, very happy to have that back. I am tickled pink, guys, tickled pink. So when it rains, we're gonna be in the power shed, working on the insulation and the siding. When the sun's out, time to get the M channel and solar panels up. I still also gotta get a shovel and get all the little dirt next to the foundation, smooth that out. Look at where I smoothed it out. Didn't that turn out great? Smooth as a baby's bottom all the way around. Yeah, I'll get those little piles of dirt and chunks whenever I get the around there and that big pile there. So, whoo, guys, I'm done for the day. Whew, it is a hot one. I think I don't have the hot tub, but I do need to move the fire pit up here, move the hot tub up here, and move the ridge crib up here. That's exactly right. The ridge crib can come up here now. I've got all the gravel done. So happy, guys. So if you like today's video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell. Be notified anytime a new video comes out on RidgeLife, RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife Reviews and How-Tos, and RidgeLife Lessons, Lessons from Ridge. Love every single one of you. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife. Woo!